Someone said to me, you can make a big school small, but you can't make a small school big. And I feel like this is the moment. This really large school felt small, but we were making a very big impact.
I personally joined the ELP because I wanted to learn more about what politics is like and how I can implement the things I learned in the classroom in real world impact.
The ELP has been really kind of a way to bring things to life. I finally was able to realize what my future could be.
We got so close as a cohort, and just to kind of be together, learning about one another and bringing all those different majors in and different demographics just allowed us to learn and grow.
The ELP is really an example of a new type of class that we've created to give you all much more of a real-world experience in this area of sustainability. Really understanding how decisions are made about environmental sustainability issues at all levels of our private and our public sector. It is also designed to prepare students to play a leadership role in enhancing sustainability in their professional careers. We want to train the next generation of environmental leaders so that you can go out and really feel empowered to make a difference in the real world.
Having young people have the courage to stand up to local and elected officials and show them that this is the change that must be implemented, I think it speaks to all of us here that we are the future of this environmental movement and that we can change the future.
It seems like such a intimidating and imposing sort of thing to do, just to interact with lawmakers. By being an experiential program, I knew that by sort of forcing you into those situations, creating that space, it would kind of just get your mind going.
I was always kind of scared by the idea I would have to work one day. But I saw, all these people in the Capitol, and I kind of just developed sort of a passion this week of hey, this is something I could do and make a career off of it.
For me, it was really cool to meet with the directors in the Department of Natural Resources. I thought it was just really impressive that they came to talk to us. The same for the EPA. We got to talk to people and they wanted to talk to us. And I think most of that is because we were part of this program.
The second part was to develop a sense of confidence in all of you. You took a lot of risks doing this. This wasn't a well-defined program, and I wanted you to understand that you are all capable of doing this.
If you told me about 4 years ago that I was going to be here, I would not believe. I would be like, you're kidding me. I'm not capable of doing something like this, but right now I'm here.
Since I'm an international student, there's really a lot that I've learned throughout this program, how U.S. politics works, how lobbying works here in the U.S. It's really clear that in every field there's people who care about the environment, and I feel like this program really brought everyone together, and hopefully more international students would consider this program in the future, because to me it's really, really interesting and I really learned a lot.
It's been so refreshing being able to find people who have the same values as all of us, At U of I, it's so important to find that community, and I feel like we're all so supportive of one another and we just want to see each other succeed.
For me, in terms of networking and career building, this has done wonders in terms of determining what I want to do with my future, and even within the year I've been able to work closely with a representative this summer, and so it's given me a great lead. And
I've been thinking about what does leadership mean. I don't know how to define that really. I think the core parts of it are this. You've taken action. You've gone out into a very difficult situation. You have triumphed, and you have forged relationships with each other. I could not be more proud to have had all of you come through this experience with us. It has been so impressive what you all have done.
For me, ELP has been a really invaluable character building experience. I personally don't see myself as the most assertive or talkative person, but being around so many unique, hardworking people, you kind of learn a few things.
I would say overall this experience was humbling yet empowering. We went to a Champaign City Council meeting and a lot of other issues besides just food waste were discussed. So it gave me honestly a really valuable context for my future work and understanding that the environment doesn't live in a bubble. There's a lot of other issues going on.
I think what we learned from this is just how complex it can be to take a topic that you might not know about and then try to learn everything about it so that you can convince people who are really in charge that your idea is a good one. We were able to work together, kind of learn all these different impacts of what it means to institute a green tax, what are the impacts to different communities, how are different stakeholders affected.
I think environmental justice is kind of at its peak. It doesn't have a definition, so we are kind of in that process of creating that definition and building up and just fighting for environmental injustices going around the state.
This program has been pretty spectacular from beginning to end. It started off with just names and Zoom, and I think that would have been really sad if it ended that way. But I'm really happy to have gotten to know all of you, and I'm hoping we get to know each other better in the future.
I personally have really enjoyed the fast pace of being a lobbyist and doing political advocacy, to have to jump from one thing to another and think on our feet.
In the classroom setting, you're learning about public policy, you're learning about environmental science, but you have to take a final on it at the end.
We are already doing this now in college. Just imagine what we can do in the future.